1 kilogram wood block is pressed against a vertical wood wall. So it is wood on wood. So we have to remember this and use this value here. So for static, it has coefficient of the friction is 0.5, and for kinetic that will be 0.2. By the 12 Newton force shown in figure P6.70. If the block is initially at rest, will it move upward, downward, or stay at rest? So let's draw free body diagram like this. Free body diagram. And let's draw all the forces that work on this block here. So obviously the one that works is the weight of that block, right? So I will have the force by its weight. So I will have Fw here, but Fw is m times g. The mass is 1 kilogram. So I'll have 1 multiplied by g. G is 9.8. So here I will have 9.8 Newton. Good. And then what else that we have? We have this force here, 12 Newton, with the angle of 30 degrees to the horizontal. So I will have this one here that will be 12 Newton like this. And the angle here, let's name this as theta. And that theta is 30 degrees, right? But this is not useful. To be useful, we need to decompose it into x-axis and also y-axis, right? And the easiest one is, I think, the x-axis here. Let's do it first. And if you see it here, this is the hypotenuse and this is the adjacent side of this theta. Adjacent and hypotenuse, that will be cosine, right? So if this is f, the hypotenuse is f, this has to be f cosine of theta, and that will equal to 12 cosine of 30 degrees, right? And then what can we get from here? I will have 12 cosine of 30, and 12 cosine of 30 is 10.39. So I have 10.39, and the unit here will be in Newton. Good. And now let's also do this here. So here, obviously, because this is cosine, this has to be sine, right? So I'll have f sine of theta. So we will have 12 and then multiplied by sine of 30 degrees. And that will equal to 6 Newton. Right? So if you see it here, the weight is 9.8, and then the force that pull it upward is 6 Newton. So it tends to move downward like this, right? So the direction of movement should be downward. However, here we have wood and wood on this surface, right? So I have wood and this is also wood. So we have some friction. And the friction is on the opposite direction of the movement. So I will have the friction here looks like this. So I will have F here, the force of the friction. However, that force of the friction here is equal to some mu multiplied by N, right? And what is N? N is the normal force, which is the one that is pushed by the surface to this block. So it is going there, right? So I will have the normal force. And the normal force is going there. So here I will have N like this. However, the wood can only move upward or downward. It cannot move leftward or to the right? So I think we need to use the Newton's second law to find out what is the N here. So I'll have sigma F on the x-axis, and that will equal to mass times acceleration also in the x-axis. However, the block does not have any movements in the x-axis. It can only move on the y-axis. So this has to be 0, right? And so we will have this one here, f cosine of theta, and then minus n, that will equal to 0, or we can have that n here is equal to f cosine of theta. But then we already calculate that, so I will have the normal force here is 10.39 Newton. Okay, and so we have our force of the friction here. So now let's assume it is static or kinetic. Maybe let's assume if it is static, right? So if it is at rest, what is the force of the friction? So I will have Ff here. Ff is mu s, because it is static, multiplied by n. And that will be 0.5 multiplied by 10.39. It has to be 5 point something, but let's use calculator to calculate that. So I'll have 0.5 times 10.39. And I will have 5.2. Right? So I have 5.20 Newton. Okay, so now here we have the force in the positive direction of the movements is 9.8, and then on the negative one I will have 6 and 5.20, with which is larger than this one. So because f sin theta plus ff is larger than its weight, right? So it will be held by the friction. So it has to be at rest. So this situation here, the block here is at rest because here we have 6 plus 5.20. That will be 11.20, right? So that is the one that is holding this block here at rest, and it cannot, so the weight cannot move the block to oppose the friction. Okay, so I will have that one here, 9.8, that will be at rest. So if the block is initially at rest, will it move upward, downward, or stay at rest? It is stay at rest, right? And I think that's all for this problem. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.